Hi friends and welcome. I'm Megan and this is the very first video in a series of yoga classes where I will be guiding you week by week through your pregnancy journey. This is week 5, so if you're like me, you likely just found out you're pregnant not too long ago. So a big congratulations and a big welcome. I'm so glad this video found you. We will be growing together in more ways than one, week by week, as we progress with our pregnancy. This is week 5, and week 5 is about inviting and celebrating the magic that is going on within us right now. So grab your mat, get into something comfortable, and we'll get started. So we'll start in a comfortable seated position, whatever that means for you. So it might feel good to sit up on a blanket or a block if you have that. If not, we'll just settle into the floor, sitting up nice and tall. And I'll invite you to close your eyes or soften your gaze as we settle in. Take a few moments just to get acquainted with our breath and settle into our practice. Right away, starting to notice the breath without necessarily trying to change it, but just notice the texture of the breath as you inhale through the nose, the slight expansion on the inhale, and the grounding down on the exhale. So as we inhale, crown of the head reaching up towards the sky. Exhale, sit bones rooting into the earth. Spine nice and long. Whatever thoughts are swirling around your head right now, just acknowledging those thoughts without necessarily trying to push them away. Definitely not judging those thoughts. And just letting them come and go. Whatever you're feeling right now, whether it's shock, surprise, anxiety, fear, joy, you're not alone. It's all part of this human experience, right? There's a lot of emotions going on through our body right now. I think it's hard when we start to label them as good or bad, but we can just ease into them as the way I'm feeling. So with each inhale throughout practice, we have an opportunity to come back to the breath, back to the present moment. So I invite you to bring your left hand to your heart, right hand to your belly. We'll take a moment to honor and give some gratitude to our bodies right now for all the hard work they're doing for us and to support a new life. When I think about all this on inside me right now, the cells dividing and multiplying and so much more that's really outside my scope of knowledge, it's truly more than science to me. It's really magical. And it's so fun to just let yourself lean into that magic, right? When you feel ready, you'll open the eyes, hands can come back down to the thighs. Inhale, arms up, big stretch, and let the hands come through center, heart center. Do one more time like that. Inhaling, arms up, moving with the breath, hands to heart center. And we'll reverse. Inhale, arms up through the heart. Exhale, down and around. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, down. And float down by your side. Inhale, lengthening arms up again, maybe gazing towards the ceiling. We'll bring right hand down, left arm will stretch over towards the right side. as we root that left hip down and feel that amazing stretch on the left side of our body. Inhale, breathing into the left side, inviting some space here. Exhale, easing into the stretch. Our inhale will bring our arms back up, and we'll just float to the other side. Left hand down, right arm reaching towards the left. Really practicing opening the heart here. So if you feel your back curled forward and you're gazing towards the floor, see if you can open up your heart, gaze towards the ceiling or maybe your right elbow. Feel how much nicer that feels in the spine. Inhale, both arms up. We'll let the hands fall in front of us this time. And we'll just slowly walk the hands out in front of us. So sit bones still stay down, finding some length in the back. And invite any movement that might feel good. So it might feel good to kind of rock forward and back, perhaps side to side. And pairing that movement with our breath. So perhaps on the inhale, finding some length. Exhale, folding down, perhaps a little bit deeper. We'll walk our hands behind us this time. The fingertips can face away or towards you, whichever feels a little bit better in your body. Pressing a little weight in the hands, opening that heart to the ceiling. Nice heart opener stretch. And then if it feels good to you, you can start to roll some weight onto your knees, pushing the hips up towards the ceiling. A little hip cracker pop right there. Hips back down. And we're going to roll over our hands and knees onto tabletop position. So tabletop position, shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. And we'll come into a few cat-cows. So letting the belly drop on the inhale, looking up. Exhale, navel to spine, pushing the hips forward, rounding that back. Pairing breath with movement. So you can go as fast or slow as feels good for you. It feels good for me to kind of go a little bit on the slower side so I can really articulate through the spine here. Inhale, belly drops. Exhale, cat back. Gaze towards the hips. I feel good to veer off the railroad tracks a little bit here. You can go side to side. You can make some circles with the spine. Going in one way and the other way. Let you play for a few minutes here. A few moments, rather. It would feel good to do this for minutes. However long this feels good for you. And then we'll meet back in a tabletop position. We'll reach the left foot to the back of the mat. And stretch back through the heel so you get a nice stretch through that calf muscle a little bit. And then keeping the right knee where it is, we'll just kick the right toes towards the right a little bit. Plant the left heel down and sweep that left arm up towards the ceiling. Big stretch here, reaching up towards the sky with those left fingertips, or maybe bicep comes by the ear, fingers stretching above the head, nice side body stretch, inviting that stretch all the way from left toes, along the leg, the hip, the side body, all the way out throughout the fingertips. We'll bring the left hand down, Left knee down, and we'll come into a cat-cow before we go to the other side. So stretching right heel to the back of the mat, toes stay on the mat, inviting that stretch along the back side of the right leg. And then just kicking those left toes out to the left, planting right heel down, sweeping right arm towards the sky. Big stretch here, reaching up, up, up with those right fingertips. Maybe reaching the arm, bicep by ear, fingertips towards the crown of the head, inviting that deeper stretch alongside the right side body. Right hand, right knee back down to the mat. We'll bring the right hand towards the center of the mat here. Inhale, sweep left arm up, big stretch. And as we exhale, we're going to thread the needle. So left hand comes across towards the right side of the mat, behind the right wrist. And we're coming down onto that left shoulder, maybe left side of the head. And then right hand can stay on the mat. It can reach forward towards the top of the mat. Maybe it reaches up towards the sky. Few deep breaths here. Make sure you can still invite a lot of breath in on the inhale. Little pause, exhale. Right hand comes back down to frame the head. We'll push into the right hand. Left hand comes back down to the mat as we unthread that needle. One cat-cow before we go to the other side. Left hand down, sweeping right arm up, big stretch. Enjoy the transitional aspects of in between each pose, right? So not moving too fast, inviting the body to slow down a bit, reaching the right arm towards the left, excuse me. Left hand can stay on the mat, it can reach forward or can reach up towards the sky. And we're breathing. So this is a deep twist here, and as we progress through our pregnancy, these twists won't become as accessible, right? So enjoying them while we can, but also knowing, even now, even this early in pregnancy, and always, even when we're not pregnant, listening to our bodies, slowing down. It's good to modify, it's okay to do less. Slowly unbinding or untwisting, coming back into our tabletop, maybe shake left to right. We'll curl those toes under, slowly come into our downward facing dog. So if you lost some connection with your breath, now's a beautiful time to come back to it. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the nose or mouth. We'll shift the weight forward as we come into a plank position. Knees can come to the mat if that's better for you. And just take a moment here to feel the strength of your body. It might be shaking, it might be burning a little bit, but you're so strong. This is the body that will be carrying another life through pregnancy, right? Shifting back towards downward facing dog. We'll look up towards the front of the mat, slowly walk the feet towards the front of the mat. So I have a generous bend in my knees here. Keeping that bend in the knees, we'll slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. We're standing at the top of our mat, Tadasana pose, so mountain pose, strong pose here. Feet rooted into the earth, crown of the head lifting towards the ceiling. We'll sweep the arms up on an inhale. Big breath. Exhale, forward fold down towards the mat. Inhale, finding some length in the spine as you gaze forward. Exhale, folding once again, and we'll step back to that plank position. Let's bring the knees to the mat, everybody here. Bending the elbows, slowly bringing the chest and the chin down to the mat. And we'll slide our elbows forward here so we come into a Sphinx position. Nice, gentle back bend here. Another heart opener pose. Trying to really pull the heart towards the front of the mat. So if you're sinking in the shoulders, see if you can lift up here. Really engage. Hands come back to the mat. Roll curl through tabletop. Back to downward facing dog. Gaze towards the front of the mat. Walk, step, or hop to the front. Rolling up one vertebrae. Do that again, moving on a little bit more. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway, finding some length in the spine. Exhale, fold. Stepping back to that plank. Knees can come to the mat, or knees can stay lifted. We'll bring our bodies all the way down to the mat. Coming forward into that Sphinx, or a baby back bend here, pressing the hands into the mat, lifting the back up. Exhale, back down. Coming through tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. And let's lift that right leg all the way up towards the ceiling. And then gazing towards the front of the mat, stepping that right foot in between the hands. You can help it up if you need. Grounding left foot down. Sweeping arms up, warrior one. Nice strong posture. Reaching up with the fingertips, but relaxing, shoulders down. Grounding down with both feet. Hands to the heart, to the mat to frame the right foot. We'll just step the left foot next to the right. Rolling all the way up towards Tadasana. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway, finding some length. Exhale, fold, stepping back to our plank, moving through your vinyasa. The knees can come to the mat. We're just bringing our bodies down, finding a back bend of our choice, and then coming back to downward facing dog. This time we'll lift left leg up, nice big stretch. Dancing the foot forward in between the hands, rooting right heel down, sweeping the arms up, warrior one. Hands come back down. We'll step the right foot to meet the left. Sweep the arms up. And then let's bring the hands to the heart as we stand in our mountain pose. Close the eyes if you wish. Just feel your heart beating, the quickened pace of the breath. Again, giving some gratitude for our bodies here. Up, exhale, another fold. We'll step back to downward facing dog here. And then let's let the knees come to the mat and we'll find a child's pose. So knees can stay together here for a closed knee child's pose, or we can bring the knees wide to the mat so our bodies can kind of fold in between, whichever feels better. Hands can reach out in front of you or hands behind you. So always lots of options, right? As you inhale, feel your back expand. Exhale, relaxing deeper into the mat. Inhale, finding length. Exhale, relax. Slowly crawl our bodies upward. Bring our hips to one side. Swing those legs out in front of us. Let's windshield wiper the feet. Loosen up the hips a little bit. All right. Bending the feet here, bending the knees, scooching so that you're in the middle of your mat. We're going to roll down one vertebrae at a time, so we're coming to our backs. And then right away, hugging the knees into the chest. So give yourself a nice big hug here. So proud of you guys for showing up. Keeping the knees bent, let's reach for the bottom of the feet. So hands can come to the outside or the inside of the feet. And stretching the knees down towards the armpits as the feet press up towards the ceiling. So happy baby pose. What a new meaning this pose has become for me, right? Inhale, knees towards the armpits. Exhale, feet up towards the ceiling. Maybe it might feel good to rock side to side. And we'll bring the knees back to the chest. One by one, we'll stretch those legs out. And we'll find our final resting pose, Shavasana. So hands can come by our side, palm face up for a little bit of energy, palms face down for a little bit of grounding. So taking what you need here. Letting yourself kind of fidget a little bit until you get comfortable onto the mat. Feeling the earth support you here. Inviting some relaxation throughout the body. Relaxing the face. Unclenching the jaw. Maybe letting the tongue peel away from the roof of the mouth. Letting go of the control of the breath. We'll just let our belly rise and fall. A few more moments here. Let yourself enjoy this. When you're ready, I'll invite you to bring your hands to your heart and repeat after me if it feels good to you. I invite magic into my life. I am strong. I am capable. I am confident. Bring those knees back to the chest, maybe rocking side to side. No rush, but eventually we'll meet back up to a seated position, unless you're staying in your Shavasana a bit longer. Hands to the heart once again. I didn't say enough already. I'm so glad you're here. Congratulations. Namaste.